The American President Donald Trump is not backing down from his plans to take over the Gaza Strip. In a recent meeting with the Jordanian king, the American president insisted that the United States will take over Gaza and Jordan will have to house the Palestinians who will be expelled in the process. Now, speaking alongside the rule of the Arab nation at the Oval Office, the American president insisted that Washington will transform the war-torn Gaza enclave into the Riviera of the Middle East.
Will you cut off aid to Jordan if he doesn't, sir?
President, you said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What does that mean?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it.
Now, King Abdullah, who has previously rejected any move by the Americans or the Israelis to annex the land and to displace the Palestinians, did not categorically speak about Donald Trump's takeover. Instead, the Jordanian king offered to take at least about 2,000 Palestinian children who are in dire need of immediate assistance.
I think one of the things that we can do right away is take 2,000 children that are either cancer children or in a very ill state to Jordan as quickly as possible, and then wait for, I think, the Egyptians to present their plan on how we can work with the president to work on the Gaza challenges.
Now, despite the views of his Jordanian counterpart, Donald Trump said that Jordan as well as Egypt will ultimately have to agree to provide shelter to the Palestinians who would be expelled from their homes. And both countries, remember, rely on Washington for a lot of economic and military aid. Meanwhile, the Arab League has said that Donald Trump's plan to resettle the Palestinians will threaten a fragile ceasefire in the enclave and will fuel regional instability.
I see his U.S. President Trump orientations, but I can't tell you what he's thinking about and where he is taking the Middle East to. But from my point of view, I think that if President Trump continues with this method of pressuring the Gazans, the Arab world, the Egyptians, the Jordanians, the Saudis, and all these influential powers in this region, I think that instead of resolving the Palestinian issue with a just solution based on two states, I think that he will lead the Middle East into a new cycle of intense conflict between the Arabs and Israel.
Now, the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is seeing it as a clear case of a security issue. He believes that certain extremist Palestinian groups and militants such as Hamas are an existential threat, not just to the state of Israel, but also to Egypt, and after a certain point would not welcome any members of the group crossing over the border and settling into Egypt. Now, in this regard, Cairo is set to host an emergency Arab summit on the 27th of February to discuss the serious developments for the Palestinians. And here are some of the reactions that are coming in from the Palestinians and the Jordanians about Donald Trump's statement that he wants to take over the Gaza Strip for the United States of America.
7 times we have been displaced, from Al-Qarara to Khan Yunis, and I have no idea where to go next. Oh people, I truly don't know where to go. They come and tell me, for God's sake, please help us. 2 days, the wind came, and I swear by God, it drove everyone away. And now this news from Trump, Netanyahu and Hamas, it has made things even worse. Everything is ruined even more. Oh people, enough. For God's sake, enough. Help us, please. People are exhausted. They can't take it anymore.
It was clear from yesterday's meeting that resolving this issue and preventing displacement is not solely a Jordanian decision, but rather an Arab decision. However, this decision must come through an Arab working group led by Egypt, with Saudi Arabia joining, and it should be reinforced by an Arab summit resolution that solidifies this stance. Jordan attempted to send a message to Trump that this issue cannot be handled by dealing with Arab countries individually.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.